Good morning. How are we doing? It is Bank Holiday Monday. If you have it off today, hope you have a good day. If not, still make it a great day. It's still in our control. We still have many choices we can make. So, anyway, talking about Line of Duty today, as that seems to be the topic of everyone, including me, and I have never watched an episode. I think I've watched about 30 seconds, which was yesterday. And that's about me done. All these programs, I struggle to get into them, if I'm honest. Yeah, that's just me. But anyway, I noticed that a lot of people were saying, the ending let it down. It was the greatest show ever until the end. And it reminded me of something, as always, that's how my brain works, about, when we start something in our health and fitness, our weight loss journey, body transformation, healthy eating, less snacking, or if you're a toddler. I just found this in the fruit bowl, by the way. It's just 2 bites, then back in. Anyone else get that? We've either got toddlers or mice. I'm going to get the investigators in. Anyway, and it reminds me of it because the saying goes, there's no happy ending to an unhappy journey. And I talk about this a lot because it's important to get your why on track. There's going to be days where you wake up and you're not going to want to do it. You're not going to want to exercise. You're not going to want to eat healthy or whatever. You're going to fancy just having that. You might be a bit tired, a bit stressed, long week. And there'll be habits still ingrained in us where our body goes, well, you deserve that. You deserve this. Rather than I'm going to treat myself well and nourish my body, go for a bath, get an early night, which is all elements of self-care, of course, but more on that another day. It's important to look at, though, why, constantly remind ourselves why we're doing this, because there'll be an end in sight, whether that's right or wrong, why you started. So, when people often start, they say, I want to get rid of these joint aches, these pains. I want to make everyday tasks easy. I want to play with the grandkids, get up and down from the floor. I want more stamina. I don't want to finish work and be grumpy and tired. I don't want to be wearing these clothes. I want to fit into all this nice clothes I've got at the end of the day. It might sound vain, but that's what people say, but it's not vain at all. It's actually just you doing you and what makes you happy. And ultimately it's probably a normal thing. Everyone else is probably thinking it, but we're just sometimes too worried that other people will think we're vain. Anyway, you've got to do you and do what makes you happy. Otherwise you're going to be in resentment to someone else because you're doing something to make someone else happy because it now doesn't align with what you value. And that's an important thing. A really important thing, actually. Anyway, so if you think what happens, we're often have a goal and there's no right or wrong in this, having a weight loss goal. It's still one to have. It's an outcome-based goal. And you're not in control of that, believe it or not. There's calorie counters out there and we've got one, but they're only a guide. Good morning, Sharon. If you're coming in on replay, give me a hello. They're only a guide though, remember. They're only a guide, these calorie counters. And they might say, and your Fitbit might say that you're going to lose 2 stone in this time if you do this. But the problem is if you then don't, it's then an anticlimax, it's a letdown, and it's now a waste of time. Like what people said with Line of Duty. Oh, that was the best show ever until the ending. Now it's a complete letdown. But the thing is, there was a lot of entertainment on the way of Line of Duty, and there was a lot of positives in there, like with a body transformation program, like the things that you did, the processes. And this is why I also say to have a process goal. And we do this in our Fit for Life program, in that you have your Kickstart book, and this is where you track your 3 habits in the areas of food, fitness and self-care. 3 things that you tick off each day because you are in control of them. You're not in control of what the exact number the scale is going to say, but you are in control of the food habit, the fitness habit and the self-care habit daily. And generally I can say with a lot of confidence that the higher you score, the better your outcome. However, regardless of that outcome with the weight or etc., the higher you score, the healthier you're going to be metabolically, psychologically, physically, mental health, risk of disease, bone health, bone density, all these things, risk of diabetes, cardiovascular disease, all these things are going to go in the right direction. Your sleep, if you do these things. Yet, because we're so focused on the outcome-based goal, we can sometimes just go, well, them things, they didn't really matter now. But actually, we've just set ourselves up with foundations, really good habits to really go now. And sometimes we need to give ourselves more credit for that, because no one, and I've spoken about this before, but no one ever comes up to you, unfortunately, and says, hey, good morning, Vicky. No one ever says, good morning, Vicky. How's your bone density going since you've been exercising? No one ever says that. You would go, well, yeah, it's going all right, actually. I fell over the other day and didn't break my arm. So I'm really happy at the moment. But the thing is, you never know. You'll never really notice them unless you've duplicated yourself, didn't exercise, then fell over and broke your arm. Or you just suddenly went, I'm not feeling too good. I'm weeing a lot. I'm going to the loo a lot. I'm waking up in the night going for a wee a lot. I feel a bit dry mouth. I'm going to go to the doctors. All of a sudden, I've got higher blood sugar levels than normal. Then all of a sudden we're like, yeah, well, I've got that. But we didn't know that the alternative for those exercises, because we're focused on the scale, we might not have changed the scale, but actually we've actually improved our blood sugar levels, our metabolism, the way we handle food, our sleep, mental health. We feel better. We got more energy. We get up and down from the floor more easily. And all these things will mean that you do more. Then over time, it might not be yet. Over time, the outcome will get better, but might just not be in the time span you want it to be. The exciting thing about this is you've always got to consider, what if you're just one day away from getting the result you want, but you just gave up because it was the end of your whatever time limit you set on that goal, and you just went, well, I haven't hit that goal, so yeah, it's an anticlimax. And even when you hit that goal, I'm going to throw it out there now, you might not be as happy as you thought you would be, because where we are now, we're now used to it. Okay? So where we are now becomes normal, right? And I can use the pandemic as a good example of this. Wearing masks is now normal. If someone doesn't wear a mask, you go, wow, they're not wearing. And think how long that's taken. It's not taken that long to get that normality. And now that becomes so normal, we just think nothing of it. And it's very similar when we lose a few pounds, stone, get fitter, start doing more, exercise every day is now a habit, all these things. And we just go, well, that's a given. I'm not going to give myself credit for that, or whatever it is. And they become normal. Now, the problem with that is you're not giving yourself credit anymore, and you're only looking at the outcome again. And then all of a sudden we feel a bit, well, I shouldn't. And this is important, this point I'm just going to finish on. Is it still okay to be disappointed? Because without that, there's a lot of positives in that. It means that you want more. It means you want to do more. It means you want to better yourself, because there's a difference though. There's a difference between saying, I hate myself, I'm rubbish, I wish I was better, I wish I did this more, compared to accepting where you are now. So accepting where you are now and being happy that you've accepted where you are. But it doesn't mean you have to be happy with where you are. And that's it. It doesn't mean like that's it. That's just the cards I've been dealt. Like But it means you can still want to be better. You can be happy with where you are and still want to be better. You don't have to be, like the worst place ever to want to be better. And it's about taking the positives out of, okay, I'm a bit disappointed with this, but what does this mean? What could I do better? If it's really important to me, what could I possibly do to change? And is that change worth it? Is the juice worth the squeeze? Is that the one? That's the same. Is it actually worth the compromise? Or should I just keep going with what I'm doing? It's trickling in the right direction, and I'm finding it actually suits my lifestyle. I'm able to enjoy the burger. I'm able to enjoy the meal out. Yeah, I'm not getting the results as fast as I was in a crash diet I did 3 years ago, but then there was an end point. Right now, I'm feeling I can do this, and I'm confident I can do this. Others are looking at me and going, blimey, you're still doing that. That feels good. And we don't give ourselves credit for that sometimes. So, I hope that helps. Bit of a ramble this morning, but take what you want from it. And in fact, let me know what you took from it. If you have any questions, as always, do let me know. Make it a great day. We are busy day ahead today. We have Pilates, live from home. We have cardio bar, 15-minute cardio, we have resistance band, we have box, then we have yoga, then meditation. And then we are back in the studio tomorrow with outside sessions as well, hopefully. We will see. Anyway, I will see you later. Any questions, as always, let me know, whether it's about our Kickstart or Fit for Life. We have a flexible start date starting this week and next week for our next Kickstart program. This is for ladies 40 and above, 50 and above, Marlborough area, in and around, and the Devizes area, in and around. You can also do it from home as well. So if you are a bit further afield, we do have people who work with us from further away. So any questions, let me know. Make it a great day, and I'll see you soon. Take care.